Hello, hello. Happy Friday.
Hello.
It's Friday, December 10th. It's been a little while since we vlogged.
What's up?
I'm trying to remember the last thing that I actually. Your terminators are cracked? Oh no, that's so unfortunate.
It's alright, just buy another pair then. That's it.
Anyway, I think the last thing was about the Olaf hot chocolate. So it's been a while since we vlogged anything. We're on our way. We're about to head out to go to the fertility doctor to kind of go over all of the testing that we've had done, all the results. And kind of discuss what he thinks our best option is moving forward. I'm really anxious. I don't know why, but I am. Johnny's like, thank God for Johnny. He's like the positive one. I'm like the one that's like anxious and freaking out all the time. I just feel like we're gonna get more bad news. And you feel like?
And you got the worst bad news already.
And that, like, this is just
Everything else is just a means to an end.
a means to end. So this is just like in his mind where we discuss the game plan to have a baby regarding the bad news that we have already received. And I'm just like, yes, but at the same time, I'm hoping and praying that he says we can get surgery, or I can get surgery done or something to open up the tube, and then we could just do an IUI. But in my heart, he's already mentioned it a couple times. He said there's still a possibility of an IUI, but he keeps talking about IVF. So I just feel like that's what's gonna end up happening.
It's his money maker.
Of course it's his money maker.
Yeah, that's why he's gonna recommend IVF.
I mean, yeah, and I know that because I would probably only be working with one ovary, not two. He's probably gonna recommend that one. He has like a package where it's like $32,000, not including medications, which can run anywhere from $3,000 to, some people I've seen spend up to $12,000 for medications. And that $32,000 package, you can do like multiple egg retrievals. But you have to pay for meds every single time. So if it's $32,000 and then you have to pay, let's say you do 2 egg retrievals and let's say it comes out to $5,000 each for medications, you're already at like $42,000. Oops, the phone's slipping. You're already at $42,000. Anyway, I'm trying to stay positive. We'll figure out. We'll keep.
We already know we're gonna spend a lot of money one way or another.
Right.
Obviously, hope to spend less, but
Yeah, we already know that's like
that's
inevitable at this point. We just have to see how much is it going to be. I don't know. So we will see what he says today, what he thinks the best game plan is. I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm hoping there's some way that we could still do IUI. But I'm pretty sure he's going to say IVF. And then that'll be, another conversation. So once we hear from the doctor, we'll let you know what he gives, what information he gives us. So let's go. See what he says. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye. Okay, guys. We're back. And let me hold it up like this. For once, we have good news. Right? Good news to share. Well,
You're blocking my mirror over there.
you're clear.
I know, but
If you want to move over. But yeah, you're clear. Okay, so like I said, for once we have good news to share, and the meeting with Dr. P was really good. He was really, really nice. 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 that there are follicles on my left ovary. They're small, but hopefully with taking the letrozole, and he's gonna do like a high dosage 2 times a day, which I believe is more than we had done previously. And then we'll do the IUI, so we'll go up on a specific day. There'll be some monitoring and whatnot, and then Johnny will go to the famous room with his favorite Roku box, give his sample, and then, you know, turkey baste it up there. He did say that although the likelihood and the chances are low, you know, he's not sugarcoating, they are low, but there is still a chance. But he feels like
it's better than doing nothing. Jumping straight to IVF now.
And in the meantime, because your girl is thicker than a snicker, okay? So it's obvious I would have to lose weight to be in that BMI range for IVF. So he said, I need to start working on getting healthier, losing weight. He understands it's hard because he's also
hefty boy himself.
He's hefty. We all little chunky monkeys. So he knows that it's hard, especially right now during the holidays. But, you know, hopefully this will help. He says, hopefully this will help motivate you and give you that push that you need to, like, you know, make some changes and lose some weight. Because it's obviously going to do nothing but help. And he suggests doing, like, max 3 IUIs before we move to IVF. And we got some better news in that January, when we come to do our IUI, I had no idea, but my insurance is covering. I think that's what that letter was that I got, and I didn't understand what the heck it meant. But I believe that because of the endometriosis diagnosis or whatever, I got this letter and I had no idea what it meant. But I think what it meant is that because of the diagnosis that I have, I'm enrolled in what's called Fertility Solutions, which is like coverage for fertility treatment. So I still don't know what the coverage is. I don't know how much it covers. I don't know any of the details yet. Apparently, again, had no idea that I had to call my insurance and schedule a consultation with a nurse case manager.
Rebecca.
Her name's Rebecca. And I scheduled it for Monday, like first appointment available, give it to me. It's Monday. Oh, sorry peeps, I dropped you. It's Monday, and we'll have our conversation. She will tell me a little bit more then, information on like what my coverage is. I don't know what all the details are. Like, something is better than nothing. Some coverage is better than no coverage. So that's great news. My bad.
You're doing a very good job.
I know. Sorry. But yeah, so some coverage is better than no coverage. And even if it covers a little bit, again, it's just the good news that I needed. Because I was super anxious, super nervous before this appointment. And I feel like knowing that we have some type of coverage, I'll get more details on Monday, but this is like the best news.
Told you got the worst news.
It's hard. It's hard to like stay positive, but
the only time you'll get worse news than what we already got is happens if we've tried everything and with no success, and then at that point.
Yeah. So I'm really happy. I know these are happy tears. Happy tears because I feel like I did ask Dr. P about doing surgery on my right ovary. He says, I can't confirm 100% if it is blocked or not, because he says he saw a little bit go through. He goes, there's just so many factors. He goes, your uterus could have been putting pressure or compressing down, and things are moving around, whatever. So
Cramping.
it could have been cramping, whatever, which I did feel a lot of cramping at that time.
Your delicate self, yeah.
It's very delicate up in there. So I don't know. He says maybe it's not fully blocked. Maybe it's like a flat. I don't know. The point is that I have a little bit of hope. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I have a little bit of hope.
You veered off on the top. You asked about the blockage. Then you asked about if you could unblock it, but you said it's for the most part pointless because.
Oh right, sorry, that was my point.
Because if it's endometriosis, you can just.
It's going to close right back up. And I asked him, I said, so it would be immediate? He said pretty much. It would be immediate. And then, the risk of ectopic pregnancies, which with any of these fertility treatments, there is a risk of ectopic pregnancy. So, but we are going to start in January.
There's also an increased chance for twins and triplets. That's scary.
Yeah. But the thing is that
I know it's a small percentage.
It's a small percentage of the people that get pregnant, and it's already looking 6 to 8% with the first round of IUI get pregnant. So either way, we're looking at about 3 rounds of IUI coming up.
Are you ready?
I feel like
you're going to be super emotional.
I get really emotional on the letrozole, but knowing that there is a possibility, knowing that there are some follicles on the left side. He said my AMH is 1.8, I think, which he said it's in the normal range. It's at the lower end of the normal range, but it's within normal range. But I feel like, getting back on some good vitamins. I've seen people who their AMH does go up. I just got to do everything in my control that I can handle to make things easier for myself and my body. And that's it. So when I find out after that call on Monday, more information about what the coverage is, it just says fertility coverage, but it doesn't specify. I'm sure that there's still going to be out-of-pocket cost, for sure. But I did want to share that I've had some extremely generous friends recently. Oh, I'm wearing one of the shirts. It's full of hope. This is a shirt I designed, full of hope. Psalm 62:5. I'll leave the link for all of this down below, but I designed these shirts. There's a couple of them that people have purchased to help, towards the funds. And this is, before I knew that we had any type of coverage, because there's still things that we have been paying for. Like I said, just because they say there's coverage doesn't mean it's 100%. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to pay something. There's still portions of stuff that I got to pay for. But so this is one design, multiple colors. There's another one that says faith over infertility, and then I have one that's a funny one, spiritual gangster shirt. That's the sun. Spiritual gangster that says it's a spiritual gangster. Jesus is my homie, but I curse a lot, because if you watch the vlogs, and I be holding back too, but I do curse a lot. Whatever. That's me. I try to do better, but anyway, so I will give you guys an update once I have that consultation, and we're starting. This is it. We're starting our journey. IUI number 1, January. rest of the day, the rest of the weekend, not sure how much I'll vlog because we have home inspections for our 1-year warranty in our new home Monday, and we have a private inspector coming that we're paying for, and then Friday is with the builder, but we wanted to have our own private inspection done, just make sure that, you know, we're finding anything and everything that could be wrong. We have somebody who we are paying to look for things, not the person from Pulte who works for the builder, you know what I mean? So anyway, we have to, like, you know, just like organize, clean the house, make sure everything's good to go when this inspector comes and whatever. So that's really what our weekend's going to be like. Sunday I do have for the fertility group that I'm in, Moms in the Making, a Christmas dinner that we're all getting together for at Disney Springs. Yeah. So anyway, check in with you guys later. Bye. Good morning. It's Tuesday, December 14th. I just wanted to follow up with the last thing that I talked about in the vlog was this Fertility Solutions and having to have an appointment with the nurse case manager, Rebecca. So I did have that appointment yesterday. We talked about everything, and there's a couple steps that I need to do to be fully enrolled, which the phone call yesterday was part 1. My doctor already had submitted. That's why I got enrolled in the first place, because he diagnosed me with endometriosis, endometriomas, and everything else. I guess it was deemed medically necessary for me to have fertility assistance. So what that means is, just getting right to the point, there's a couple things that I have to do, and the doctor's office has to submit like pre-authorizations, but I do have fertility coverage now, and it covers, so after I meet my deductible, and with my insurance, my company, I do have a pretty high deductible. It's like $4,000. So I would have to reach my deductible first, and then once I meet the deductible, my insurance will cover 80% and I cover 20%. Then there's like a second deductible. There's like your out-of-pocket max, which is, I don't even know, it's even higher, but it's something. And I'm just grateful that we have some type of help when it comes to the cost of the fertility treatments. So we will be moving forward with IUI starting in January, and I'm gonna start kind of like preparing myself to do a more strict diet. So I am going to start looking at some gluten and dairy-free options, anything that will help me like eliminate inflammation, lose weight, start working out, get a little bit more active, because I feel like, you know, it's not going to hurt. It's going to do nothing but help. And if the 3 IUIs don't work, then hopefully by that point I've lost some weight that I can, you know, smoothly just transition into the IVF portion. So that was, I mean, to me, that was like some of the best news, just finding out that we have some coverage. Yes, I still have a high deductible, and out of pocket, I'm still going to be spending a lot of money, but knowing that I'm not spending 100%, because each of the IUIs, I believe, are like $1,500. We're going to do 3. And pretty much all of those costs I'll have to incur myself, just because until I reach my deductible, because that's, again, my deductible is like $4,000 or something, and 3 IUIs is $4,500, not including the medications. So that chunk I'll pretty much be paying for. But if by that point we do not, you know, don't get pregnant and we move to IVF, then at that point the insurance would cover 80% of IVF and we would be covering the 20%, which is, it's just, it's such a blessing. So I just want to share that if you or anybody that you know is going through this, if I have United Healthcare. If you have United Healthcare, please call and check to see if your plan or whatever allows for you to be enrolled in Fertility Solutions, and see if that's an option that you can take, just because I didn't know about it. It's nowhere in like the benefits package information that my employer sends out. There's absolutely nothing at all in there about Fertility Solutions. There's nothing in there about fertility coverage or care or anything at all whatsoever. There's absolutely nothing in what my employer provided me. And so I had no idea. I think maybe they just do it so like not everybody knows about it, but I'll say that we had no clue. We had no idea. For the last couple weeks, we've literally been thinking, how are we going to fund this? Because with what I have, if we do IVF, I'm almost certain we would probably potentially need to do maybe like at least two egg retrievals. And then, transfers or whatever. So they do have a package at my fertility doctor where it's like $32,000. It's just unlimited egg retrievals and transfers until you get pregnant. And, that doesn't include medications either. That's just, the doctor and the anesthesiology and all that kind of stuff. Doesn't include medications. So, I mean, we'd be looking at probably at least like over $40,000, close to $50,000 to have one baby. And that's what we were kind of thinking, because we had no idea that there was any type of coverage available to us. So, again, if you have United Healthcare or, whatever, call your insurance, see if there's anything that you can do to get enrolled in Fertility Solutions. So anyway, just wanted to pop back in and give you guys that update and let you know what I found out. Every single state and plan and whatever, it is different. So sometimes they don't cover up to 80%. I mean, it could be different. It could be, I know she said something about if it's not authorized, they would cover 50%, and then me would cover 50%. So if you get stuff pre-authorized, then they'll cover 80 and you do 20. So check into your insurance and see. But I just wanted to share that information because that was news to me, and it was like a huge weight lifted off my shoulder, knowing that we're not going to be paying 100% of all of the costs, that we'll have some help. So hopefully that helps you. So that's it. I don't know. Catch up with y'all later in the next vlog. Bye, guys.